Hi, Tinker students. Mrs. Scott, your librarian here. I want to read you guys a story today that I thought was appropriate since we are in the month of January and we have had a couple of snow days in the last couple of weeks with which to get outside and do some fun snowy activities. This is a book in our library, so you may have seen it sitting up around in the library when you came on your library day. It did also win an award called the Caldecott Medal for really good pictures. So we're going to talk a little bit about the illustrations when I finish reading the book, and I'm going to show you guys an activity that you can do that kind of goes along with the book and also kind of goes along with the illustrations. So this book is called The Snowy Day. It's by Ezra Jack Keats, who's a really wonderful author. And if you guys can see, he got a lot of snow. Maybe not as much, or we didn't get quite as much as this a couple of weeks ago when we got our snow day, but hopefully you guys got enough to where you could do some fun activities. So we're going to get to see what our little character here gets to do on his snowy day. I've got my little snowman here to kind of help me tell the story. And then when we get done, we're going to think about some things that you got to do in the snow, or maybe I think we're supposed to get some snow here in about 2 weeks. There's another chance of some more snow, so maybe some things in our book that you didn't get to do that you can do on our next snow day if we have another one. So I'm going to go ahead and start. This is called The Snowy Day by Ezra Jack Keats. You guys can see all the snowflakes in the front of the book. That's another activity that you can do, is to make snowflakes, which is really fun, and hang up around your house for some January snowy decorations. Even if we don't have snow outside, you can have snow in your house, right? Oh, and look, there's one of the activities. Did any of you guys get to go sledding a few weeks ago when we had some snow day, several inches, I think, of snow? I didn't get to go sledding. We don't really have any hills near my house, but looks like he found a pretty good hill. All right. One winter morning, Peter woke up and looked out the window. Snow had fallen during the night. It covered everything as far as he could see. See all the snow outside of Peter's window? After breakfast, he put on his snowsuit and ran outside. The snow was piled up very high along the street to make a path for walking. So just like, I don't know if this happened at your house, but they piled up a bunch of snow so that they could walk. Did anybody get this much snow at your house where you could make big piles of it? Crunch, crunch, crunch. His feet sank into the snow. He walked with his toes pointing out like this. See what his tracks look like when when he points his toes out? He walked with his toes pointing in like that. So there's his toes pointing in. It's kind of funny, doesn't it? Then he dragged his feet slowly to make tracks. And he found something sticking out of the snow that made a new track. So there's his feet, and then he found the new thing. Can anybody guess what the new thing is that he found that made the new track? Could make a track like that. Let's see, we're gonna find out. It was a stick. Did anybody guess that it was a stick that made that third track? A stick that was just right for smacking a snow-covered tree. Uh-oh. All right, so look, he's taking his stick and he's smacking this tree with all the snow on top. Can anybody guess what is going to happen when he does that? Something really funny is about to happen. Are you guys ready? Down fell the snow, plop, on top of Peter's head. So he knocked it all off and it fell on top of his head. Good thing he was wearing a hat, right, to keep his ears warm. Oh, and there he goes. He's gonna go find something else to do. He thought it would be fun to join the big boys in their snowball fight, but he knew he wasn't old enough. Not yet. So did anybody get to have a snowball fight? Looks like Peter is too little to join in this. He's got to go find something else to do. So he made a smiling snowman. It's kind of cool. And he made angels. You lay in the snow and you do your arms and your feet and you get up and it looks like a snow angel. Pretty cool. He pretended he was a mountain climber. He climbed up a great big tall heaping mountain of snow and slid all the way down. Wow, that looks like a lot of fun. We didn't get any hills half this big in my house. Did you guys get any at your house? That'd be a lot of fun to go mountain climbing and then slide down the other side. He picked up a handful of snow and another and still another. He packed it round and firm and put the snowball in his pocket for tomorrow. Then he went into his warm house. So he took a cold snowball and he put it in his pocket and then went inside his house. Does anybody know what happens to snow when it gets warm? Doesn't look like Peter knows, huh? We're going to find out. He told his mother all about his adventures while she took off his wet socks. And he thought and thought and thought about them. Before he got into bed, he looked in his pocket. Oh, what do you guys think happened to a snowball? His pocket was empty. The snowball wasn't there. He felt very sad. So it melted, didn't it? Oh, he's sad because the snowball melted. While he slept, he dreamed that the sun had melted all the snow away. But when he woke up, his dream was gone. The snow was still everywhere. New snow was falling. So it must be really cold where Peter lives because he's got new snow and it didn't melt yet, did it? After breakfast, he called to his friend from across the hall and they went out together into the deep, deep snow. Wow, look how tall, look how much taller that snow is than Peter. I don't think we get that much snow in Oklahoma, at least not in my lifetime. Oh, and that's the end. All right, guys. So I told you that there was an activity that you could do that goes along with the story. So if you went outside a few weeks ago and played in the snow, what are some things that you did? Did you build a snowman like Peter did? Or did you get to go sledding like he did on some hills? What I did is, this is me and my husband and our kiddos, and we built a snowman. So I drew a picture and I used black paper so it would show up really well. And I used a white crayon. So you can use a white crayon or you can use a piece of chalk if you have chalk. And I drew that so that my snow would show up really well. And then obviously other colors don't show up good on black. So what I did for my people is I took a white piece of paper and I drew myself, my husband, and my two girls. This is Cassandra and Chelsea. And we are outside building a snowman because that's what we did when it snowed. We built a big, huge snowman. We got sticks for his arms, and I don't think we had a carrot for his nose. I can't remember what we used for his nose. But anyway, so if you have paper at home and any of these things, you can do the same thing. Draw what you did on your snow day or what you're going to do maybe in 2 weeks if it snows again. And if you do this and bring it to school, I would love to see your snowy day picture. So I hope you guys enjoyed the snowy day, and I will see you guys on your next library day. Bye.